people who have reached the highest points of their profession. And I'm going to introduce them to you right now. They're all right here, so I'm going to start with my far right. First of all, give them an introduction. Give them some applause before I even introduce them. Is a gold medalist, a two-time gold medalist, Kristine Lilly. This is a great start. There are a lot of good things about Kristine. Kristine is the first player in history, man or woman, to play in 200 career internationals and currently maintains the record with 342 caps. So, two Olympic gold medals, 2 world championships, Kristine Lilly.
Who drank all the hot chocolate back there? You guys over here? It's great to be here. I've been living in Boston for the past 8 years, going on 9 years. And I first came here to play for the Boston Breakers when we had the Women's Professional League, WSA. That league folded, and now this spring the Women's Professional League is coming back. It's called Women's Professional Soccer, WPS. So the Boston Breakers will be back, which is great. So I love the area, I love the city, and which leads me to what I want to talk about, a little bit about some of the struggles or more of the path that I took to get to where I am today. And I think I can speak probably more for the young girls in the room and the women in the room to know where my path took me. For you guys, it may be a little different, obviously. But when I grew up, there were no female athletes playing sports. There was no female athletes really on TV to really just strive to be. So I grew up, I have an older brother, I had 5 boy cousins, and all I did was play sports with them. To me, it didn't matter if you were a boy or a girl, it just mattered what you loved to do. So I grew up, you know, doing everything and believing I could do anything. And I think that was one of the great lessons my parents taught me is, you know, they didn't say, well, you can't do that because you're a girl. They said, you know what, if you want to try that, go ahead. So from age probably 2nd to 8th grade, I played soccer with boys. I was the only girl on the team, and I played with the boys. And a lot of times we'd go off to different places to play, and they always like, ooh, they have a girl on the team. And they would kind of laugh, and then I dribble the ball down the field and score, and they're like, oh, maybe she's good. So I always got those little remarks. And one time we were in Niagara Falls playing in a regional tournament, and the tournament said, you know, you can't play because you have a girl on your team. So if you want to play, you have to have her sit out. And my team said, no, we're not going to do that, so we all left. So that was pretty cool. So I don't really remember that whole story fully. All I always know is we left, and I was kind of bummed. I didn't know it was because of me. So I was like, oh, all right. So, you know, so things started to change, and then I went to high school, and I played for my high school team, and at that time they didn't have a freshman girls team. They had a freshman boys team, and my parents were going to fight the fight and say, you know what, why don't you, we'll fight if you want to play with the guys that you've been playing with for the past, you know, 6 years. And I said, you know what, let me just go over, I'll try out for the varsity or JV team, and then, you know, play with the girls. Ended up making the varsity, and from there my career kind of took off. But along the line, I think what it opened my eyes to is that if you want to do something, you can. It doesn't matter if you're a boy, girl, color, or anything. You can do what you want if you want it bad enough. And I think we heard Isaiah's story too. If you have it in your heart and you believe that you can achieve something and you want to do it, you can. And it starts at a young age. You know, we all play this sport till we're older because we love it. We love the game. Everyone loves to play games. You know, I'm going towards the end of my career, but I love the game of soccer, and I'm trying to play as long as I can. But if you guys have it in your heart and believe in yourselves and surround yourself by other people that believe in you, you can do anything. And if you listen to the rest of the panel up here, I'm sure you'll hear some more great stories. Remember, Boston Breakers will start this April. Day before Easter, we have our home opener, so I'm sure they'll serve candy at the game if you want to come too. But thanks for hearing me.
Thank you, Kristine. And I want to piggyback off something you said, Kristine. It doesn't matter if you want to do something, you can accomplish it. And I mentioned it.